Alright, let's get this travesty underway. This is Dwarf Fortress. Bit of a niche game, you might have heard of it. I'm rolling this today as my punishment game because I failed to beat the Glass Masquerade 2. That was quite some time ago. I've been putting this one off because it's probably going to be horrible. I've never seen this game played before and I have never played it myself. I know nothing about how it works, except that it's incredibly complex, complicated, obscure, blah blah blah. But I've been given instructions on how to run this at least, so we've got this started up with a lazy noob pack, which has a tile set in it, so I can be spared at least the pain of the ASCII. So let's get going by creating ourselves a new world, and let's get that timer going, because although there's no stipulation on our punishment games usually, I like to give them a go for an hour or two at least. Welcome to the alpha of Dwarf Fortress. As there been some time between releases, instability is to be expected. Great. Perfect thing you can do is freeze up, crash, and we never come back to it again. Report crashes, hangs, lags, bugs. No, I won't. As of July 2018, blah blah blah. Fair enough. Let's keep on going. World size, pockets, medium. I have no reason to change any of this stuff. So let's make it happen. Y is go. And what is this? Creating a new region. 11 have been rejected. Makes elevation, temperature, rivers, and then it forms lakes and minerals. Cool. So what am I looking at right now? Is that something that's been rejected or not? What what in the world did it just do there? It's creating an age of myth with hist figs, death, and events. Okay. Jake, hope you know your ore-bearing rocks. I do not. At all. Aristo is in chat under the disguise of the name True Leveler saying, Jake, really happy to be here to see this. I'm sure that happiness is going to fade away before too long. So it's world generating here, I assume. Just the very act of world generation here makes me hankering to play some rogue survivor instead. But a man can dream. We've generated over 105 years of the Age of Myth. And it looks like a sweeping fog or a giant wave is consuming the northern part of the map. This doesn't look very tile-setty though. Isn't this game one that gives CK2 a run for its money as an absolute evil simulator? Well, I was looking on Steam and it was talking about how adult-oriented the game was, and it said it has depictions of violence between 2D objects. There's a lot of drinking as a mechanic, and people can become so disillusioned that they kill themselves and others. So that sounds pretty good. Shame you haven't chosen 1050 years of simulation. Could kill an hour right there. Ah, come on, we've gotten through 120 odd years in just a couple of minutes, so you wouldn't be far off, I suppose. At some point, you'll want to press the enter to stop the world generation just whenever you're happy with your world. What, you have to purposefully end it? I mean, what's there to be unhappy with here? You mash that enter key anyway. Use the world as it currently exists. Continue, abort. Movement keys to view. What, can we look around more of it? Ah, right, I'm moving my X around. There's a lot of stuff here. Dispersed continent, the dungeon mountain halls of Induduk, the dangerous murk. What was that? The swamp of equity. What could it all mean? Enjoyable seas. God, feels like some Sid Meier Pirates, and we do get to move around. Cool. Alright, we'll go to what look like the fertile plains over here. The awe-inspiring dunes. Can we just fire up some Dune 2 instead? The continent of esteeming in the beak of sundering. Amazing. Anyway, let's get going with this then. Anorsil, the wondrous plain, has been created. I accept, sure. And now it's offloading units, so I'm sure we'll get to the game part eventually. 19,000 of them. Somebody earlier asked, what does the blind in the title mean? Well, my vision has now been laser enhanced, so it's not me, but it's me getting into this game. I have never played nor seen Dwarf Fortress played before, so the experience is a blind one. Well, Azrael_Doctor says, I don't get why this is a punishment game. Dwarf Fortress is a fun, light, intuitive simulator. Must be working on a different plane of thinking than the rest of us then. Just remember, Jake, losing is fun. Losing is fun, right? Takes a real misery guts not to see that. Of course, plenty of people were saying for Papers, Please, you know, why is this a punishment game? I like to think after a couple of hours of that suffering, they saw and agreed that, yeah, it was pretty punishing. So it's saving my history, but it's also not responding. Oh, there we go. I like to imagine this is going to be more infuriating for the viewers than for me, because I don't know anything about the game, but if you do, you're going to find it awfully painful watching me go through this. We're back to the start screen, but I guess now we start playing, and I made an Ursil. Somebody else put forward adventurer mode, but we ain't doing that, just normal old dwarf fort here. Creatures, which I assume those letters are. Prepping the game, great, we can get into it. And now we have a calendar. Granite, slate, felsite, hematite, malachite, galena, limestone, sandstone, timber, moonstone, opal, and obsidian. Given that I recognize most of those, I'll assume that they're all real, although I don't know what felsite is. And I wasn't aware that moonstone was a real thing. What the hell is this now? Looks like the world that I was just dossing around with. Okay. The adorable beak. Mountain. Temperate. No trees. Thick vegetation. Calm. Good to know. What do we say at the bottom here, though? Yeah, this isn't easy to read, is it? The wondrous plain, S enabled mouse control, sand indicator stable position. Wow. Umka. Move local area. Umka, resize local area. Tab to change mode. Sure. How about we F to find a desired location? And then I can move around, right? What am I... Well, I'm not moving my X guy, but I'm moving something on the right. Ah! Well, okay. You know what? Forget that. Let's just escape from that. And movement keys control the region cursor. Okay. Hey, we're moving around now. Great. Look at all this stuff. I can move around quite a bit. Can I spawn on the water? Very deep soil. Right, perhaps not, but... I'm sure there's some significance to all this stuff, but what it is far beyond me, so I'll just choose a place that looks nice. Oh, F will let you find a place that's actually viable. Oh, So I find a desired location that has, I don't know, some shallow metal and some soil. I don't care about soil. Who would care about that? But I want some temperate. Oh wait, some medium temperature sounds good. Low savagery. Can I have no savagery? I don't know or care. Search for me though. Find me something good. Ah, so it's... wait, what? So it's highlighting places that are good and bad, I guess? The question is, do I want the red ones or do I want the green ones? Given the text is in green in the top right, I guess those are the ones I want. You're gonna lag because your XY game is gonna be too big. If you say so. That's almost done searching though. I might be able to start the game soon at this rate. Haristo says, man, seeing you doing this blind is really something. Well, this keep flashing. I'm going to remain pretty blind. Great, thank you. If I escape, I can browse the results. And where's my X guy? Where even am I now? Ah, there I am. I am here. Good grief. Okay. So if I get one of these X places, it'll be good. I don't want to be in a swamp though. I'll have enough Dutchmans tomorrow. Let's go and play some Dune 2. The awe-inspiring Dune sounds good to me, so we go for it. By pressing E to embark. Yes. You have settled a very large area. Choose a smaller area if you experience lags. Okay. Play now, prepare for the journey. Start made for new players. JCat's Max boxes. What the? DF vid tut est. Sure. Let's have it. What is all this? What do we have here? Items, embarking, adding. So I guess I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 peasants. And they have these skills. Tab shows me items. A lot of copper picks, anvils, crossbows, turkey leather, quivers, bolts, and yada da 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 da. But what, I can add or subtract those? Fascinating. Oh, Christ. Let's get back to that game and embark. I said embark. You have arrived after a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond. Your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all of Enk Zongdomas Itun. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labour comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plough or hook, provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you. But it is spring now, enough time to delve, secure lodgings, ere the dingoes get hungry. A new chapter of Dwarven history begins here at this place. Damn it. This game is loud after being so quiet. Hush you. Just a bit. Tatroditib. Or ditte. Distinct post. Strike the earth. Okay. I will strike that earth. By doing something. Well, this is pretty hideous, but what you gonna do? Mouse, do you do anything? Yeah, you tell me what's in each of the places, like this boulder, or this shrub, or this soil flower. Okay. Jake, press the space bar. Looks like that pauses the game. Why would I do such a thing? Scrolling my mouse wheel down zooms in. And boy does it zoom in. This is kind of scary. How far is too far? Time is passing and your dwarves have no orders. I feel like I'm playing an N64 game here. Alright, that's enough of that. If you don't pause, your dwarves will die in the meantime. Okay, so the game takes no prisoners from the get-go. Sadly, zooming in is not enough to get me digging, so I need to figure that out. A for announcements, B for building, R for reports, civilizations, designations, orders, units, jobs, military squads, burrows, hauling stockpiles, zones, preferences, rooms. Holy Christ. Well, orders sound good. Let's set some orders. These orders are supersede by negative okay. What? Designation auto chop dashboard. Can I just tell them to get mining? Oh, there's more here. Alt P to show priorities, left and right show priorities, mine. Holy Christ. Jake, I'm going to tell you one of the fundamental rules of Dwarf Fortress. If your dwarves have an opportunity to make a decision, they will make the wrong one 90% of the time. You got to micromanage them to prevent their doom, but I hate micromanagement, so let's not do that. Where are even my dwarves? Shift and this to go. Oh, okay. We can dig deeply like so. And over in the far right, there's a thing indicating what level we're on, I suppose. And I can go way up into the sky? For what purpose? Okay. Press U, says somebody. Hey, it's my guys. They have no job, though. Well, what I can do is give them a job, surely. M for manager. A manager is required to coordinate. Okay, fair enough. So these are citizens, pets, other things. Giant cockatiels, one humped camel, one giant hamster. Can I eat it? Sure. Hey, here we go. Let's get a look at these guys. So here we have a guy, a woodcutter, and a planter, a duck, a ram, a doggo, a barrel, and a duck, and a... Okay, lots of things in one place and just flash between each other. Yes. How do I make these punks start digging then? Also, there's a question mark here because there's a rooster and some deep grass. Okay. No created wealth. That's going to have to change. You need a broker with the appraisal skill. Okay. 7 population. 2 miners, right? That's a good point. I have 2 miners, so I should surely grab them and put them to work. One guy's hunting, as well they should. You there, though, you should... How do I even assign you a job? Suspend, remove, cancel, manage, hunt, view, unit. Thoughts and prayer. Oh, holy Christ, what? Datan Nokim Kebon, expedition leader at that. I talked to my friend. I am not fond of this. She doesn't feel anything talking with a friend. She is an ardent worshipper of Basen Lake Snarled. She's a citizen of the feral guilds of Charming. She's a member of the Notch Standard. She's an expedition leader of the Notch Standard. She arrived, blah blah blah. 76 years old. Born on 20th of Slate in the year 57. Her nose bridge is incredibly concave. How deep do we need to go here? Her very short, flattened ears have great swinging lobes. Her hair is somewhat greasy. Her medium-length hair is braided. Clear voice, narrow chin, nose is short. Her slightly sunken cobalt eyes have thin irises. Her eyebrows are somewhat high. Her hair is dark chestnut. Okay. She is tough and agile, slow to heal, susceptible to disease. She is very impolite and inconsiderate of property. She is greatly moved by art and natural beauty. And what the hell? To what extent is this important? I dread to think. Right, could you just dig some bloomin' holes? How do I make them do anything? I mean, we got this guy just running around doing a whole load of not much. Everyone's doing a whole load of running around. You don't need to know what stuff, but it affects what your dwarves do in their free time. Why would my dwarves have free time? Don't know what left clicking on something does. Designate some downstairs. Downstairs, eh? Okay. Oh. Aha, dungeon keeper style. Alright, let's designate this then. There we go. So now y'all go get digging, right? Why would it be anything else? Uh-huh. Well, if they're not gonna go down the... Oh, you can press question mark anytime for help. Press it now for help on how to use this text viewer. Okay. Use such and such to scroll. Cool. You have pressed the help key from the text viewer. Press escape to get back to the screen. I don't know how to explain it any better. Go to the forums if you're having issues. You've pressed the help key many times. Helpless or hopeless? No, we're good. We're good. However, let's get ourselves some stairs, I guess. Go do that. We can't access that area, so they're not digging. Is that so? There we go. Or we don't go. No, this isn't on Steam yet. I was checking that, but not happening, sadly. Okay, are they gonna do this? A for active. Press D and I. And upstairs. Okay, great. Getting kind of Secret of Evermore vibes from the music here, at least. Okay. D. And then I for some stairs. And then... what do I select where they go? What do we have here? Bim Caganol the Hunter. What do we have here? Oh, it's our giant hamster friend, I think. Jake, set the up-down staircase on each level and place them like the dig command. I can't even remember how I dug. But I probably have to put it here, right? Oh, whatever. Just watching this makes me want to take over the keyboard and do it myself. It's like trying to help my parents configure their router or something, says the Depp Cat. Yeah, I had a feeling that's how it's gonna go. But this is fairly obtuse. Jake, you need to start with the downstairs since there's no rock on this. Yeah, we need to get those stairs. So I press D, I press I for a stair, and then I... maybe that? That looked like something. J. I mean, we can do J now. Ooh. Alright, go build that. Hey, we're getting somewhere now. Now we're underground, they're mining stuff out. Looks like they mine everything adjacent to them, including diagonally. Amazing. Right, dig some more. We can go ever deeper. Ooh. Well, this is useful. I don't know what's going on up here. Why are the animals moving around so fast? Why is everything moving around so fast? Still, we can kind of have some underground stuff now. What does this X mean anyway? Soil stair up and down. Soil stair down. So stairs are made of soil as well. But my people don't seem to want to dig this stuff out. Okay, what exactly goes next? Oh, what's all this 7 stuff? Murky pool slope. And a frog, I guess? I don't know. Also managed to lose my colony. Maybe H for home. Oh no, we're back. You can press K over a tile to know what it is. Yes. So... So I've dug this. Well, we managed to get this far at least. Why not? Why is it mine like this now? How did I do it before? I swear I just... Okay, well the mouse one seems to work, but I was drawing squares earlier and I don't even know how. I can at least indulge in some nice dungeon keeper feelings here. Just abandon the mouse, Jake. Keyboard will serve you far better. Okay, but so if I tell them just dig out this, we're all good. Hey, what do we have here? Hey, we can have a nice little pond in our place as well. Alright, get to work, you savages. Our little cats have come to join us as well. Cool. I wonder what I get from these rocks. Maybe we should... Huh, how do you unselect this stuff? Maybe if I study this list of handy options. Remove designation with X. Yeah. Amazing. Oh, no, that was not X. That was C for the map. Alright, so I'm certainly mining out a lot. Great. So it's like free shelter down here, I guess. It's quite nice. This feels nice and dungeon keepery. But designate X there to there. Ah, got it. Let's just try and remember that. Okay, so far so good. Why all the X's here though? Why? Even though that's our stair up. Next thing I should designate is a... hell are all these things? Okay, all that looks pretty useless. How do I build a nice building? Let's have a bed. Needs a bed. Okay, let's have an armor stand. Let's have a bookcase. Oh, nice. Let's have a wall bookcase. They're gonna do that? Oh no, that was Alt C and I pressed Alt T, I think. I want a bookcase. No, I did have one. Okay. They're gonna make that? Ha, there we go. Nice bit of wall. What else do I need? You need to craft beds before you can place them. Yes. Oh, V for hints. That didn't tell me anything. Okay, nothing of that looks like crafting at least. But fair play on my dwarvy guys. They've dug out their little hole in the ground just like I asked them to. Slick work at that. And then satisfied with what they've done, they've gone outside. There are trees here, right? Perhaps if I... Oh, that don't look like trees at all. But there was a way for removing trees, right? It was a designation to chop down trees from here to here. Go for it. Did they? I feel like they're not doing it. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of trees in this dune either, but oh, I can auto chop. Auto chop on. Yeah, good enough. Chop everything you find. Now, how do I make myself a bed? 7 beds for my 7 dwarves. I don't think I can designate anything like that. Carving track, close, that's not craft. Yeah, no one's been gathering any plants, have they? Sounds a bit lame, but looks like there are plants in the area. Aha. Are you a tree or a shrub or what? How was I able to check things again? Was it K? A young saguaro. Yes, one of those. Still though, I want to build myself a bed. W for workshop, eh? Yes. Leatherworks, a quern, millstone, loom. Ugh. Hey, there's water around. Why don't I have a fishery? Can I build it anywhere? Even on this dune? Sounds weird. And I can't put it on the water. How very strange. Soap maker's workshop. I feel like I'm staring to the abyss of depth that this game has to offer, and it's vaguely terrifying. Still, I do want that workshop, potentially for a carpenter, and let's put it underground because we're hit like that, and we'll have our people get to work on it. Wait, where did it go? Place. Okay, good enough. You gonna let me do that, or... Okay, there we go. These lazy buggers gonna get to work on it? It's fine to get into with a proper tutorial, but that wouldn't be so punishing, says Max. This music is fairly punishing. Yeah, it's relentless. Let's just knock you down a bit more. So is this my workshop now? Cool. So I would like to make a bed somehow. No, I still need a bed. Then I can set building tasks of the carpentry and give them the task to make a bed with B. Do that task now. Requires manager. Okay, well, we don't have that, but still, get it done, please. Now, where's oh, there's the guy with the big knife. Ficod Lippo the butcher. Seems to be dabbling in some carpentry. Good. Where's my bed? I don't know, but maybe if I build the bed. Oh, excellente. So we go bed, and I only have one bed, right? Or do I? Let's try and make another one. No, it needs a... I have to make my beds individually. No, there's surely some way to automate it. However, there we go, a bed. A single bed on a soil floor, one level underground, but a bed's a bed. Could hot seat that and everyone gets about 3 hours of sleep every night. Oh, that's kind of cute. So he's gone for a nap and the cat went and slept on him. Well, they are cats, right? Yeah, okay. Now, I want more of these beds, a lot more. Can I Factorio it up somehow? Add task. Oop. No, don't do that. Do not do that. Cancel that task. Add creating a bed, B. And I would like you to repeat that. Oh, okay. Repeat forever then. Sounds good. Make millions of beds. Does it cost anything to make a bed? What are they even making it out of? Aqua says, how long is this stream gonna last? An arbitrary length of time. I feel like the game is killing me on the inside, but that's what makes it punishment. Oh, it looked like he went and got some wood for his bed there. So I guess he does need to get some of that, right? So there must be some kind of stockpile. P to look at it. What would you like to know about? Animals, furnitures, corpses. Corpses, you say? Oh, maybe this is making them. I don't want to make one, I want to know what I have. Okay, well, forget that. Forget that and run. I mean, what is this? My stockpile here? A wagon. For all I know, that wagon contains a bunch of our resources. K to look. Oh, hey, Tandy. So with this, I can look at anything. Like this guy. And view more about thoughts and preferences. Oh, boy. He was annoyed after sleeping in the dirt. He felt fondness talking to a friend. He felt euphoric due to inebriation. Annoyed at having a drink without using a goblet, cup, or mug. So the lack of anything here is making people quite annoyed. He felt love as he was caught up in a new romance. And then inebriation once again. He is unfocused after being unable to admire art. So it seems like there are a lot of things you can do to make these guys either happy or incredibly unhappy. Okay, but if I press Z, I can check out my stock. And I have... these are stones. I don't need to know about stones, surely. I need to find wood. But wood is not a stone. Ooh. Look at all this crap. But there's no sign of wood or lumber or tree. Logs for 100 question mark. What do you mean question mark? What? Different types of wood for making it, or is that different kinds of beer? Apricot beer, pecan beer, tea wood beer. Jacobus says, I just tuned in. How is playing Dwarf Fortress a punishment? How is this not a punishment? This is just making my eyes glaze over. Okay, point is I have 100 question mark amount of wood, so surely this guy can make beds forevermore. And then I can build... Okay, not responding. There we go. Build a bed. I only have one again. I don't know if people like to have beds apart from each other, but they won't get that. He's carrying another bunch of my 100 wood back there to make another bed. That bed was taken and placed by some other guy. Okay. Soul Fury 1 is saying Dwarf Fortress is the greatest game ever. Well... guess it depends what you're looking for, but not seeing it. If you want accurate records on your stocks, you need to task your bookkeeper with better record keeping in Noble's screen. I don't understand half of that, so I won't even... What is the greatest game ever made? I often hold FTL as a perfect game. Factorio is giving that a run for its money, though. But too many games come in different... too many differences between games. It's like saying, what's the greatest food ever made? I couldn't name my favorite food. I couldn't even try to. Apparently it has started raining, so I'm sure plenty of people are not very happy at being outdoors and all this with no shelter. Can I build like a sky tower for my people? Jinx, that's all I can do to get them some beds. I wouldn't mind, however, making another kind of workshop. So I should... there was a thing I did for building a workshop. Perhaps they need more. Perhaps they need a kitchen so that they can make food and eat. So I'll give them a kitchen. It needs wood and logs. Can they do that? I don't know. Do it anyway though. No shelter, they have a hole in the ground. What more could they want? Probably more than 2 beds to 7 people, although that starts to become something that's slightly livable. Everybody could sleep for 6 hours a day. One lucky bugger gets 12, if my maths is correct. Which it probably is. Alright, so, and perhaps if I unpause, which is difficult when you're in these sub-menus. What is happening here? I want to take a look at this. Why is this ground darker? Is it wet or something? Sparse needled grass underground. Okay. TC Man 2000 says, for people who've actually played Dwarf Fort, is Jake learning it decently well? One person says, yeah, it's hard to learn without a tutorial, so he's doing pretty well. Whilst Azrael Doctor says, ha ha ha, no. Jings, the standards around here. You can set a stockpile area indoors to keep your stuff. Yeah, I would quite like a stockpile, my lord. So if I go to P for stockpiles, and I make one for finished goods. Yeah, sure, that'll do, I guess. Somebody'll make it, and then it'll go there, right? There we get what? Is that like a dog? What in the world is that? Is that underwear? Cave spider silk rope, a tower cap splint, and a tower cap crutch. What? Well, I don't like the stockpile at all. Let's have another one for furniture. Good, now get to work. Oh, ooh, that's a fair chunk of stuff. Including these significantly darker beds, some oak barrels, and well, let's investigate what's going on here. Cave spider silk bag, yellow sand bag, pigtail, alpaca wool, cave spider, sure. Wood barrel, more beds. Why has this one got lines around it? This is a saguaro rib bed, but this is a saguaro rib bed. Maybe it's just better or something. Still though, I think people would appreciate it if I gave a couple of beds. Ah, right, I have a choice. The tower cat beds or the saguaro rib beds. Right. Can I really only place one at a time? That doesn't seem right at all. Still though, people need to go and put those in their place. So they should pick them up from the stockpile and slap them down there, right? Now everybody except for one person has a bed. So we place the last bed. No, not there. Not there at all. Let us undo that. How do I undo such a thing? Buildings, doesn't seem to be one for unplace something. So starting to wonder why my room was smelling really nice here, but no, I'm cooking some food. Recht. Unbuild something. Huh. Not seeing it actually. If you hit Q, Jake, you can cancel. So if I press X here, we remove the building. Amazing. Now I want to build that bed here. Okay, great. And next I want to set the task for this carpenter area. I will cancel the current task, add a new task, and have them make me a... Well, people were complaining about lack of chairs, right? So let's make some wooden chairs. Repeat that forevermore, please. Good. And now people can sleep all they want on these nice beds. Man, just imagine what you could do with 100 chairs. Maybe even more. Oh god, Jake playing Dwarf Fortress. What were the odds on a punishment wheel for this? At the time there were approximately 45 punishment games, or punishment choices on the wheel. We spun it 4 times recently. So, you do the odds there, because I'm not about to. Also make tables. Dwarves like dining halls. Well, maybe they would like to have something to be able to eat as well. So if we set the... That's Q. Set the preference for the kitchen to prepare a an easy meal. We're not here for lavish just yet. And repeat that forevermore. Sounds great. Hope food doesn't go off in this game. And there goes... can our cat cook? No, but this guy right here is Bembul Alve, the planter. Yes. So now if I build some of my chairs... My chairs... Chairs. Ah, wall, floor, no, that's stairs, not chairs. Well, dang. Let me go through this then. Surely it would be here. I built it just like a bed. Stand, bed, seat, receptacle, seat, huh? Told you to make chairs, not seats. Still, we'll try it. How many do I have, though? And where should we do it? Well, here in the centerpiece, right? Planning mode is off. What if it was on? Use shift keys here. Okay. Ooh, place. I don't know. Whatever, chair. Why do I have to do these one by one? There must be a way to do it many by many. Instead of going Charlie, right, enter, enter, Charlie. Oh, right, we're out of them already. So you call them chairs, seats, and thrones. Well, whatever makes them happy, they can have their seats. Snowtoad is in chat yelling at me saying Dwarf Fortress is a great game. I don't want to alarm anybody, but I think I'm seeing that. Obviously, I am not even able to scratch the atoms on the surface of this just yet. But I kind of like what I see. Oh, now they can sit down. And boy, do they like sitting. You know what would go great with this sitting down thing? A nice table. I won't place more chairs until I figure out how the table works, but let's do that. Let's set the task and preference of our carpenter. Cancel the current task. Add a new one for making a wooden table. T for table. And repeat, because imagine what you could do with 100 tables. Diathwen says, oh, Jake, a new full-time Dwarf Fortress streamer. Yeah, I would... offloading units. 748 of them. Sure, why not? You know, I think I would like to go full-time streamer, but as long as I continue game development job, that's never going to happen. Well, never say never, but I'm quite comfortable where I am at Paradox. Jake, you might want to designate a dormitory. Press Q on a VED. Possible, but they seem to be busy offloading units right now. Full-time arcade owning streamer. Oh, that would be the ultimate dream. I don't think there's any profit to be made in an arcade, though. Probably have to make it a barcade just to break even. And I'm telling you, Abysmal, I was very close to streaming... Yeah, why don't we stream Draken anyway today? I could fire up a stream later on. claim that it's another Imperator stream. Fools. What would I say? It's going to be a full campaign. Have it as some clickbaity level of nation. And then it starts, it runs for 5 minutes, and then it just fades into Draken. That would be the best. Also, I forgot what was going on. Probably something... Oh, somebody's telling me to try pressing tab. Ooh. Options. I like options. This one's probably the best, though. That map wasn't doing anything for us. But there was also somebody telling me to try pressing Q and designate this. Make bedroom. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Oh yikes, look at the size of that thing. What? That seems scary. Can we not do that? How about we make it here? Oh, I don't want the chairs in the bedroom. Put it here. I don't. I really don't want them. Okay, it needs them or something. Fine, we can have our bedroom. I can assign beds to the bedroom. Oh no, I think I assigned the bed to a person. No, I'm not that authoritarian, although I'd like to be. Okay, there's now a bedroom, but what I really want to do is build that table. Do these have funny names as well? I would imagine T would build a table. Ah, see, just like that. Smack the table there. Oh, man, those are some small tables. So do they need the seats to be next to the tables or not? Also, is it one table to a seat, or could I put 4 seats around one table? Could I put 8 seats around one table? One table per seat. That seems a bit, not in my planned economy. Jake, I love wrong hold 3 fake outs. Even out it on the Google. I did love wrong hold 3 fake outs. Even out it on the. You're killing me here, Scalier. I'm having enough brain problems here as it is. Is there anything to know or care about here out in the open, though? Also, can I erect defenses against things that come to do me ill? Alright, still, we've got some dwarf mattresses in our dwarf fortress. Some tables and, well, some chairs and even a table. Let's have a few more, though. I mean, I doubt I need 7 of the buggers. But I would at least like 4. Jake, make a food stockpile. See, I was thinking that. No, I was thinking about making food, not a stockpile for them. Yes, stockpile was a key. P at that. For pile, I suppose. So that cheeky little... I don't know if people need spaces to walk between these or not. And it's... hang on, I probably didn't set what it was, did I? No, probably not. Surely it would be F for food. There we go. Now surely this is food stockpile. No, it's an animal stockpile. Wait, are the animals going to be put on the animal stockpile? What madness would that be? At least stockpiles seem to be free to make. game did I play that they're not? Alright, sweet. There. Wait, what? Oh, it's a pig's milk barrel of pear wood. Sheep's milk barrel. Dimple cup spawn bag. Sweet pod peas bag. There's a lot of foods in the world. Food is not necessary for dwarves to live. Booze is. Build a small platform. Assign plump helmet for every seasons and build a still workshop craft booze. Can that be done underground? Seems like something that would have to be done overground, but well, we can try doing it underground. Seems more fun. Build a farm plot right here. How do I keep only doing it one by one? No mud or soil for farm. Mud is left by water. Okay, so we're going to have to do that there then. In that case, let's unmake this by doing thus. No, that wasn't it at all. That's removing designation. What I want to do is remove building. No, that's a floodgate. Huh. How do I unbuild stuff again? No, that's floodgates again. God, my brain is just working overtime. It's not used to thinking. Ah, yes, there we go. It's X here. Right, all gone. All gone. Can I remove this as well? No, no, I cannot. However, what I can do is go up to where this mud is. Surely it's right next to all this water. Soil, murky. Yeah, probably going to be difficult to make this next to a, or rather in the dune that is here. But still, let's try to do what we can. A farm plot. No mud soil for farm. Mud is left by water. So what, do I have to get rid of this water somehow? It looks pretty deep to me. No mud soil for farm. Mud is left by water. So how do I get rid of this stuff? Perhaps I could designate somebody to channel this water all the way up to this wall. No? Okay. Maybe it doesn't work like that. Meanwhile, C-Space is saying that the sand underwater, the sand underground should do. Really? It was telling me it didn't like it, but I'll take your word for it. We'll farm a plot nonetheless. I'll just do it here in the corner. Why does it only do one thing? What am I missing here? Ah. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got it. Alright. Get to work, you miserable dwarves. So this is a farm plot. Somebody was talking about what to do with it. Assign plump helmet for every seasons. And build a still workshop. Assign, eh? Well, we know how to assign. And I want it to be Control N for farm plot? That doesn't seem right. Oh, this is a name for it. My first farm of fun. Or better yet, Harvest Moon. Oh, just gets better and better. Now though, how do I change what it is we're farming here? Or can I only do cave wheat? Anyway, shift enter change it for all seasons. Or will it? Seems to be not wanting to let me do that. It only has summer there. Plus and minus to select crop. Ooh! Wait, where does it say that? Well, what does it matter what it says? I was told to get some plump helmets in here. To have them on every season. What? Well, what does it matter? We chose it. Now get making it. I feel like this part is not select. Oh, wait, what? It's two different. This is a different one. Ah, because it wasn't part of the old one. How do I merge them? Probably no such thing. However, I can remove it. Slated for removal. Yeah, it makes sense. There's only one harvest for me to moon. We've got the plump helmets. I don't know how to make it year round. Doesn't even want me to do it. Fair enough. So if we get some delicious food going. This reminds me of one of my early times in Factoria. I'm sure the scale of which I'm building things is far too small. Like instead of 4x4 stockpiles, it should be 40x40, something like that. Careful when cooking, as if I recall correctly, it destroys the plump helmet spawn. Brewing doesn't, though. I may be remembering incorrectly. I mean, I don't know anything here, so what does it matter? M&M. I want to make another... Jinx, what is it about this list here that's so hard to read for me? Probably the everything, let's face it. The reading for starters. I want to build a workshop for making booze. Sounds like a still to me. We'll just smack it right next to it. Yeah, make it happen. They don't seem to spend much time in bed. I wonder how this sleeping mechanic for them works. No, not to find out, I just wonder. Okay, so if that's set up there then, I could probably set your task, give you a new task to extract from the plants and repeat forever, please. And to that point, I probably need a stockpile for booze. Or is booze a kind of food? Animals, furnitures, corpses, stone, gem, cloth, ammo, finished goods. Maybe it's a finished good. Weapons, armor, sheets, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Bar, well... let's just make a bigger food one. I get the feeling this is muckle too small. Let's have another one. No, you need to make alcohol, not extract. Is that so? Brew drink from plant, please. Unrotten drink mat producing. Okay. Okay. I don't think they want to make any stuff for me. You have no plants that produce alcohol yet. Does this helmet thing not do it? How are you enjoying it so far, says True Leveler? I see the potential here, and the potential's pretty deep. What do we have here? Dwarven beer barrel round two-legged rhino lizard Rema. Just Rema? Remain. Ooh, hey, this is useful. I can read more now. So what, did I fight a two-legged rhino? I'm impressed that all my animals are not fleeing. No need for fences or anything here. You don't have any plump helmets. You need them to grow first. Oh, I'm waiting. Make a garbage stockpile outside, Jake. Was there really a garbage? Well, there's refuse. So here we go. Garbo can go here. 25 squares for it. Is anything going to end up there? I mean, what is garbage? Okay. So does garbage like degrade after a while, or is it just there forever? This is cool and all, but I think I would have been interested seeing this with the original ASCII tile set, which is not a tile set at all. I'm guessing I can't change that live though. Rotting refuse will emit miasma, which you really don't want indoors, Jake. Yeah, but does it degrade? That was the question I've got. Big pile of wood over there. Hey, it looks like berries around here. Strawberries. Prickleberries. Alfalfa. More strawberries. Seems like an alright place. Thought it might have been a giant peach here. No, it's a highwood trunk. Corpses eventually do into bones. Surely there's something I could do with bones. The guy takes a seat, but not next to a table. Clearly above those. Dwarven ale barrel. So plenty of ale barrels going around, but how do people enjoy their drinks? Or do they just grab it and guzzle away whenever they want? Also, this thing here has been bothering me forevermore. What was it to remove something again? It's not building remove, is it? Is it designate remove? No, that's for removing designation. How do I keep forgetting this? Oh, Alpha's in chat, one of the 3 responsible for bringing this game to the stream. I bet when he backed it he thought, yeah, no chance in hell, but it got rolled after the ass masquerade. And whilst dealing with the interface feels pretty punishing, it's more intuitive than I thought, and dangerously so, more enjoyable than I thought. It's like Dungeon Keeper, but more like pulling your teeth out to get it to run, but 10 times more possibilities, perhaps even 20 times. Just so you know, Jake, your dwarves haven't dug down into rock yet. You basically have hermit dwarves living in a sand cave. Alright, so to show off how well we have mastered our controls, we're going to dig down by 5 levels. There's a thought. I designated this stuff to be dug out aeons ago. Why has it not been dug out? Perhaps because I never designated an up-down stairs to go here. Right, that's what I'll choose to believe. Because I mean they have a this here, a downward stairway that leads to this. Right. When designated a staircase, you use D or D to assign it across multiple depth levels. Ooh. Okay. Let's try that then. We are going to designate a downstair here down to here, right? They're gonna do that, right? Oh, oh, there we go. What is this? Conglomerate. Yes, of course. I wonder what a set of stairs that only goes down is like. How does it differ from up-down stairs? However, this looks like whatever conglomerate is, I don't know. What is this? We found redstone down here as well. Hue brown hematite wall. I don't know hematite or conglomerate. Perhaps somebody can fill me in on the details there. Otherwise though, perhaps I should designate an up-down stair here to here. Is that gonna work? I mean, it could work, right? Or are they gonna be trapped there forevermore? Hematite, very lucky. That's iron, Jake. Good, right? Still, I don't like the way this is going. Let's designate our up-down stair here, right? Here to here. And that should what? Our up-down stair, yes. From here to here. No? Okay, and then I don't understand at all. However, what is that? Oh, it's a giant tree. Wait, where the heck am I? I don't know where I am, but I'm a bit scared. Perhaps my map would help me out here. No, not in the slightest. There we go. So, we have hematite here, which I should probably gather, which I suppose I need to use hauling for. You have no roots. Okay, well, too bad. No, maybe it's just going to sit there. Or, better yet, I create a stockpile for it. It's going to be a stockpile for... Doesn't look like any of those. At all. I mean, gem is close, but I guess the closest would be stone. Let's have our wee 4x4 there, and let's also build ourselves a workshop. I assume it'll be a workshop. How would I turn ore into iron? Screw press, no. Soapmaker, no. Dyer shop, no. Ashery, no. Fishery, certainly not. Kitchen, well, they are dwarves. Workshop, still... Mechanic? Craft dwarf. Masons work with stone, but perhaps it's a metal forge that I want. Metalsmith's forge is F. Oh man, it's hard to line up the letters with the command. Fortunately, F is a bit of a giveaway. We'll try having a bit of a forgery going on here. So, get to it. Wait, what? Was I meant to choose what he forges there? Needs a fire-safe anvil, and I guess I used my only one here. Oh, wait, no, we need BES for it. Smelter, huh? Well, let's smack a smelter here. Can I choose which item they do? Loose stones yielded by mining, used in a wide variety of industries. There are 4 categories. Non-economic stones for building materials, ores for... It's too much reading. Just build the damn thing. What's like these dust clouds everywhere? Oh, no, not like that. What do we have here? I don't understand at all. Oh, they're dragging this stuff, and it's a conglomerate and gypsum. One gyp, many gypsum. Okay, yeah, by all means, keep at it. Yeah, my stockpiles are definitely not large enough for the digging that I'm doing. Nobody appears to be building up my my stuff here, but there's that heat-resistant anvil getting in place, right? Right. Now we got our thingamajigger. So I want to give you a task now. I want you to... yeah, forget all that. It's probably the other thing that needs to work. It's was waiting for some architecture. Fair enough. Conglomerate floor, conglomerate wall, but we have the hematite wall as well, which is where we're grabbing our hematite. Cool! And that's not a sarcastic cool, that's this is pretty awesome cool. I mean, imagine if it was Dungeon Keeper, but Dungeon Keeper had many floors that were, you know, maybe a bit more user-friendly to get around. You may run into some trouble now because your dwarves are smelters or metal workers, so you may need to wait for some immigrants in the next season so you can use those. Sounds like worrying for future, Jake. Your dwarves aren't smelters or metal workers. Sorry. I'm sure we'll survive. Still, I think the point is nobody's setting this stuff up, so they're not interested. Fair enough. However, we've learned how to dig and dig greedily, so let's do more of that. Designate mining. Just mine the whole freaking lot. I want to see what's out there. This is cool. I just wish it had the nice sound effects and general feeling that Dungeon Keeper had. You know, the chong 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 of selecting land that you want mined through, and the sound of it and the sight of it exploding as you dug through it. The very moment I did that in Dungeon Keeper back in 1990, I knew it was a game that I would love. Jake, if you want to get excited, you can make individual rooms for your populace. Yeah, we covered that when we designated the bedroom. I like the idea of some class segregation that I could do for my dwarves. But I guess that's just a case of how micro you want to go into it. I'm quite impressed with their ability to go about their tasks and lives without me telling them or babying. Babying them every step of the way. Speaking of babies, what the heck is this? It's a halfling. No, it's a dwarven child. Also known as a dense pebble plant. Interesting. How was I able to view the list of all my dwarven urchins earlier? I swear there was a key for it. Civilization info? Seems about right. Nope, that's this. Hold on, there's a world for... No, let's not dabble with that. Looks dangerous. Announcements? Hunter cancelled the hunt because no ammunition. The rain. You've struck green Tourmaline. Oh, okay, so it must be top to bottom. Some migrants did arrive recently, though. Cool. Tell me more. We used to only have 7 citizens. Now we have 14. Diggy diggy hole for the first 2. Oh man, how many tables do I have now? Job drink. Good job. Playing make-believe, does the dwarven child. Cool. Perhaps I should have them not make quite so many tables. I wonder how many I have. Wait, I only have 3? I don't think they're making tables hard enough. Still, let us assign you with perhaps a new task. Cancel what you're doing right now, give yourself a new one, and I will have you create us I don't know what any of these would be particularly good for. At all. I mean, I could make some wooden weapons. That sounds pretty badass. Wrong one. Wrong one. There we go. Could you make some weapons, please? How do I scroll through them? Or is it only going to let me do the one? Okay, it's probably only giving me hotkeys for things that I can build right now. None of these look particularly good either. An enormous wooden corkscrew. Now that sounds awesome. Jake, you never built a butcher workshop to process the kills of your hunter. Why would I have? Why would I have even thought that's a thing? Here we go. Right, make me a wooden spear. Can you do that? Probably not. I'm quite certain that you can't. I can't think of any of these being of any use right now. I just make some chairs then. Think of what I could... No, there's no point to make any of this stuff. We'll just get rid of the tasks you were doing. Go and do other useful stuff for us. Seems like the furniture stockpile is full, my lord. Still, this digging is cool. And look at this green stuff I found. Green tourmalines. Turbiline cluster. Hematite wall. Rough hematite wall. Oh, what a time to be alive. Craft Dwarf's workshop makes ammo, Jake. Ammo would be good, then we can go hunting. Yeah, so let us build a workshop. A Craft Dwarf's workshop, and geez, I can't tell which is which. There we go. R for you. Get to work. And I can choose what to build it out of, huh? Could make it out of conglomerate, but let's just use the logs since we have plenty of that, apparently. They also make mugs. It's alright, I got you guys. Now that it's up there, we can tell... Oh, it's nearly done, but not yet done. Now it looks pretty done. Give you a task to make us rocks, woods, bones, shells. It's a lot of options. Rock, wood, and bone are submenus. Of course. Of course they are. Oh, we got rocks, right? Let's, rock crafts, mugs, toys. Let's make some mugs. Make lots of mugs. Population count is 14 citizens. Plenty of pets and livestock. What are the others, though? Honey badger. What's the implication there? Does it produce honey? You can have more than one task on a workshop. What is the world coming to? Alright, time for another task for you. I want me a... use wood this time. A wooden craft. Whatever that is. Okay, he did a thing where there was a green line that twirled around. What did that mean? Because it was kind of cool. Shakedown will tell you about workflow. Doesn't sound like something I want to know. This whole mining operation is getting really slow, though. Twirl is apparently them changing tasks. Oh, that's pretty cool. Somebody's asking if I've got a kitchen. You better believe that this thing is probably a kitchen. And it's set to not make meals for some reason. I thought I told you to make lots of easy meals. How do I know if my people are hungry or not? The dwarves are starting to starve. Maybe this thing's not making food because I don't have food coming in. But I have this tiny little area of stuff. Doesn't seem to be doing anything though. Probably because it only works in summer. Jake, you'll notice the dwarf sprites are flashing with a down brown arrow. That means they're hungry or sad or something, I don't recall. It's definitely terrible though. Isn't this game all about terrible things? Let us investigate what's up with you. Yes. I finished up some work. That was very satisfying. She feels satisfied at work. Within the last season, she felt satisfied upon improving mining. She was bored after doing nothing creative for so long. She was bored after being unable to practice craft for too long, uneasy at being unable to pray for too long, annoyed and dwelling upon having to drink without using a goblet, cup or mug. Come on, I'm working on those. Euphoric due to inebriation, annoyed at another drink, didn't feel anything talking with a friend, didn't feel anything in conflict, annoyed at sleeping on the grass, but I have beds for you. Satisfied remembering work. I must really enjoy working. Satisfied after getting into an argument. Satisfied at work. Euphoric due to inebriation. 76 years old, but nothing talking about how hungry they are. Relationships, eh? Based Nerdisus is the deity. Bunch of friends and acquaintances. Cute. There's a better screen if you hit V from the main screen. A better what now? Don't know what you mean. Mort the Second is saying, what's the verdict? Is Jake being punished or is he starting to enjoy it? I think the first 40 minutes were fairly punishing because I just did not have a clue what was going on or how to do anything. But the hour following that, it's been pretty good. Like I said, I'm sure I've not even begun to scratch the surface of it, but mining out the subterranean, designating areas for things, assigning tasks. Okay, maybe it's a bit too micromanagey, but it seems like people go and do it by their own accord. It's pretty awesome. Like, really awesome. I can see why this is such a revered game. And I'm almost worried because I will probably be picking it up and playing more of it. You know, just like Factorio. Oh, I'm done with this game. It's like, how did I end up with 300 more hours played in that? I do not know. Must have left it running in my sleep. Z to see stockpiles and general status, including food supplies. Old Freeport says it begins. Well, it's still, you know, the backup plan if things don't pan out paradox. Come the full-time Dwarf Fortress streamer that I was always meant to be. It's got to be sustainable, right? I haven't created any wealth or praised anything or traded or brokered. No meat, no fish, no plants, no drink? And how are people being euphoric from drinking so much? Besides, how can they be hungry, right? We've got all these plants and things out here for people to eat. You're out of food supplies, Jake. Well, evidently, but I do not know how best to make more. Perhaps if I built something. Like, Set that farm plot you have to plump helmets, but I did. I am 2000% sure that I did. Look at them, they're tilling it right now. Soon we'll have all the plump helmets we need. I'm not so sure about that year-round thing though, right? Because I was on this, and looks like it's only set to autumn. Shift plus enter apparently makes it all seasons, but I don't feel like they're doing it all seasons. So first off, this is a perfectly normal first playthrough, but your dwarves are about to die from hunger. Also your... Wait, why did it suddenly take me here? Damp stone located, so they stopped digging. Interesting. So they realized that they'll probably die if they dig through more of this. So they stopped. That's pretty cool. Doesn't look like they're stopping digging. In fact, it looks like they're very much continuing. Jake, just dig through the damp stone. It's a perfect end. No, I know what would be a perfect end. We're coming up on the end of times here anyway. I think the right thing to do is to dig through this. People saw me early in the game designating this area for digging, and obviously I wasn't going to do it, right? I would know the consequence of that. But now that I'm here, I kind of want to do it. Yeah, how do I undig again? It's X to remove, right? There we go. Okay, good. Get to it. Drown, you grotty, hairy bastards. Jake, level 1 water is a puddle. All you did was create farmable soil. Is that so? I mean, how high do these numbers go? Wow, did it just remove my bed? No, it probably just made them wet. Perhaps my dreams of drowning these guys is not quite how I thought it would go. What about the water? Does it stay there forever? Does it eventually like seep into the land? I was hoping these delightful wee buggers would die, but no. Cannot give water, can what? What are you talking about? It'll evaporate to 1 out of 7, shouldn't be too long, but still. Kinda like the way it's equalizing out here. But you can tell those 2s aren't quite going where they probably should. And now I end up with muddy water or something? A dusting of mud. A small pile of mud. Yeah, the level of detail here is fairly immense. I am your liaison from the mountains. Let's discuss your situation. Oh, please, let's not. There's much to share. Information added to civilization and world info. Okay. What do you have for our merchants? Nothing at all? Yeah, great. Remember, trade agreements strengthen bonds. Please consider me an import agreement next year. Okay, that was fun. Are those sliders? Good grief. Farewell. Yes, don't they just... But you had news for me, right? Maybe. Not seeing it, though. Jake, those are next year's prices. Yeah, I'll be sure to have those goods for them. So are the beds now considered wet? No, it's still just a regular old bed. Check the info on the brown tiles that have appeared. Yeah, it's just dusting of mud, unless there's something else I meant to look at there. Is that a crown? Oh, warning. Starving, starving. What a shame. Highwood crown. Use C. Yeah, this is me using C. Is there something I'm meant to look at here? Unless I'm meant to go and hover over something else. The Dwarven hillocks of Boltaki. 100 population. 200 population over here. Some rumored artifacts. So, could I... Right, so my civilization is over here. Okay, not a lot of us, sure. But could I go out and slaughter these other civilizations and steal their stuff? I mean, hypothetically. Oh, well, there is a raid this site button. Go and raid this site. But I'd have to assign squads and missions to it. Good God, this game is huge, isn't it? Sure, that means you'll have to learn military first. Yeah, but imagine that. My own wee dwarves going out there hauling supplies back from others that worked hard to get them. That's what life's all about. It doesn't show you any combat. No, that's okay. Plenty of combat happens off screen, that's fine. My poor buggers spent too long making tables and chairs and not eating. Something I'd like to know, then, is, one, why am I not eating all these animals that we have? Secondly, how do I get these berries and strawberries? Now, if this was Age of Empires 2, this is how I'd start the game off. Or using some sick skills to lure the boar next to the town hall, but... D and T, carve track? That doesn't seem right at all. Butcher station for the animals, okay. They don't kill them all, right? Jinx, my people are hungry enough to make a decisive Tang strategic victory here. If you made a butcher workshop, start the process of hunting kills, and there's a gather plants to gather. Yeah, how do I gather? Seems like a designation to gather plants, P I guess, and then that, right? So these starving individuals would go and pick these berries. And then take them to my food stockpile. And that means I have... It doesn't show it as food. Maybe they ate it immediately. Yeah, so I imagine at the start you pause immediately and you tell people to do all these basic things. Cut down the wood, dig yourself a little mine, set up stockpiles, and all the rest. Jake, what do you think about the soundtrack? I think after 2 hours I'm driven mad by it, and if it were much longer, then I'd be going off the deep end. But that has been our couple hours of Dwarf Fort, and I gotta say, I was expecting to hate every second of this. As it happened, I only hated about 40 minutes of it. The rest is really good and really captivating. This game's got a lot going for it, and I don't think this is the last time I'm going to be firing it up. Hopefully it doesn't go deep like Factorio does, but this was very good. And I guess it still succeeded as a punishment game, because for those first 40 minutes it was just... what? But I see beyond that it's a really good game. Jake, this game is deeper and has more mechanics than Factorio. That may well be so, but this game looks pretty micromanagement heavy, whereas the wonderful thing about Factorio is it's all about defeating micromanagement. You should be able to build a game that plays itself by the end of it. There's a lot to Dwarf Fortress. If you can get past all its weirdness, it's really great. The weirdness is kind of captivating in itself, don't you think? Not a big fan of the tile set, though. Maybe I should try it with just letters. I mean, I really don't like these tile sets. They kind of give me that Stardew Valley vibe, and I did not like Stardew Valley. There's better out there, and it goes by the name Rune Factory. This game tracks the individual toes of your dwarves. Yeah, that doesn't really act as a sell point for me. ASCII is the true path. Okay. Fascinating. Like I said, probably not the last time we're going to be seeing this, but this means that all my punishment games, and I built up quite a debt of them, every last one of them have been chewed through. We got a lot of them in short succession because I was failing my weekly one-shots left, right, and center. But we went through Pajama Sam, Godzilla 2, which was also amazing. Both of them were great. Papers, Please, which is... ugh. And Hadeen Lands, which was... I'm sure it was someone's cup of tea. Someone, I'm certain, fell asleep watching that stream. Still, we're going to need to fail more weekly one-shots if we're going to have more punishments, and we'll be doing another weekly one-shot tomorrow in about 12, 14, 15, yeah, about 16 hours from now. We'll be doing Left 4 Dutch 2 for our next weekly one-shot. So depending on how bad the Dutch are this time around, we may have some more Dwarf Fortress-like fun. There's still Dwarf Fortress Adventure mode on the punishment list. I think Nikki put that forward. Someone as degenerate as Nikki did so. More migrants. Yeah, how about no thank you? How about very no thank you? Right, that does it for our dwarf forting. So cheers for joining. And until our next stream, which I said will be at least... oh man, what if we just have a cheeky little Draken stream this evening? We'll see about it. In any case, from me for now, it's cheers and cheerio.